I'm going to be focusing real quick right now just to see what's happening, and then we'll talk about a few things that have been happening. Right now my team is watching this because it's been going up. Like literally it ended the day yesterday at 9. It's up 67% after hours because of news that came out early 6:30 a.m. today about their clinical research showing good results against molluscum contagiosum, which is a problem. We don't really have a actual treatment for molluscum contagiosum. In case you don't know what it is, by the way, molluscum is a common contagious skin infection by the mollusky pox virus, affecting about 6 million people in the U.S. annually, with great incidence in young kids. And it's a skin thing, and there's nothing we can do about it. It's also a viral thing, so you could take antiviral for temporary treatment, but not much else you can do about it. A few of my friends did get in. If you, depending on the broker you use, you can get in on stocks even at, like, I believe webull lets people buy after 4 a.m. Like pre-market for them is 4 a.m. For Robinhood, pre-market starts right now, which is 9 a.m. But as you can see, it's already breaking all the highs that it possibly could. So from that $9 point, it's about to double. Other than that, we're looking at some of these things. Yesterday was a undeniably crazy day for ORPH, one of the most amazing historically. I've never seen anything like that. Like it was literally a $5 stock for pretty much all of its life. Like it's never really had any crazy fluctuations. It's a pretty new stock, listed September 2020, and yesterday it literally went from $5 and had 1,000% gain with multiple halts where it kept being halted. So each of these flat lines are just halts basically, and it kept doubling every time it unhalted, and it went all the way to $77, and then it was done. So it was a really quick pump and dump. I tried getting into it, and both times that I tried getting into it, the halt was so stupid I couldn't get in. And like if I started canceling my orders, because, like, for example, the first time I tried getting in was right here when it was 18, because I was like, oh shit, then it might actually go to like who knows what, 2025. The halt stopped and it jumped up and I still wasn't in. Like my order still wasn't filled. So once it hit 30, I was like, all right, no, I should cancel the order. I canceled it because, of course, this is what usually happens, right? Like two big booms and then it comes back down really quick. It kept jumping. I tried getting another order in, still nothing. The orders just would not fill. It was pretty bad. I wanted to get in on this real quick while it's still a little cheap, but not sure how much it's gonna come down to, because this may break 20, this may not. It's kind of pointing back down right now, but maybe I'll pick up some at 15 flat if it comes back under it. I'll just put this order in. If it comes under 15, we'll get in on it and then we'll ride it up. I don't really feel like buying it any higher than that. Also yesterday, ORC, my favorite dividend stock, they're wonderful. They paid 0.06 cents per stock. But remember how you're supposed to do dividend stocks? You're supposed to look at the price of the stock versus how much they give you. And this had the best ratio because I had picked it up at a pretty decent price. Like it's not that expensive. But throughout the year, and I had it for a long time, throughout the year, it had always had this, you could see, positive uptrend. I don't know what happened this day, it fell, but it had a very nice positive uptrend, went up all the way to 615, 617. I had thought about selling it, but then when it fell like this, I had picked up more, right? So I was like, oh, this is a good price. It was cheaper than what I picked it up at. I was in at like around 550. Then yesterday it kept going up, and I had so many more shares of it. At this time here, I only had 1,000. Then I got 3,000 more. So yesterday it was up so much that it was a plus of almost $1,000, which is 4 dividend payments for it. So I sold it. I think I'm gonna sell it. I'll get back into it when it comes back down again. Yeah, this didn't come down to 15, right? Yeah, I'm not looking to get into this above 15. It's okay. I usually prefer buying stocks that are less than $10 anyway, because then they have space to actually grow, like it did this morning. I'm working on transferring everything over to webull. Hopefully, sometime this month I'll be officially over there, because their pre-market time and of course everything else about webull or any trader, I mean any broker besides Robinhood, is obviously better. This was just where I started because this is where a lot of people started. So we're doing ORC. There's a couple things to be looking at today. I got all my cheap boys out. I also invested heavily into Regulus. I'm going to leave this here. I'm going to leave the money in here. My average is only 118. As soon as I start going over 118 with 10,000 shares, this is going to be a massive return in investment. So I'm not worried about this one. This has news. There's a lot of news on a lot of people, actually, things coming up for them. So now we're done looking at NOVN. I've put in my order. If it comes to 15, we'll get it. Regulus, there you go, it came under 15, so then that's gonna get filled. That should have gotten filled right there. Why isn't it getting filled? Oh, I know why it's not getting filled. I fucked up. Hold on. I forgot to check this box. Come on, let's go. Fill that order. I just want to write it up for a little bit, since pretty much everyone in my team actually is writing it up right now. Yeah, three people got in on it at 13. One of them got in at 12.50. All right, well, we'll keep that there. Regulus. So they work with polycystic kidney disease, and they have a lot happening right now, and they are expected to give news sometime this month. Similarly, so is FBIO and MBIO. Those are also guys that are having some big plays that are happening, and I've been talking about it for quite a while. So FBIO, for example, is also supposed to be announcing some really good news, hopefully good news, against blood leukemias. Right? So that's of course a huge issue that we don't have complete cures for. And they're expected to give something June 15th, which is next week. So, you know, they're done with their clinical trials. They're basically putting together their report, essentially. And FBIO and MBIO go together. So MBIO is also got some big news. I'm going to be looking to pick them up Monday. Monday I'll get into them. ORPH was a huge ORPH yesterday. Was just freaking insane what happened with them. Like, it was to go up 1,000%. Anyone that already had ORPH for whatever reason, picking it up at like $5, definitely was able to fill in a sell order at some point. And when they got their sell, they just went like 10x. Probably had one of the best. Also, this was within a period of 2 hours roughly. Like this started at 11 a.m. right here, and only because of halts it got pushed all the way to 2. So that's like within 3 hours. That heavily beats anything that's even happening with like AMC or GameStop. You know, within 3 hours, simply because of halts. If it wasn't for halts that were making it last a lot longer than it needed to, if it wasn't for halts, it would have definitely gone up big time. Other than that, I'm obviously watching all my pharmaceutical stocks, keeping up with what people are saying and what's actually happening, ready to pick them up at any point. I've got some dates written down. I shared it on my Discord as well. So let me see real quick. We talked about, yes, FBIO, MBIO, and Regulus. These three guys. Right, these three guys are all going together with the work they're doing, and they're involved in a lot of things right now. And this month they're supposed to be releasing what I'm hoping will be success stories. So that was yesterday. Today we're watching these guys, AMST, Gray. I made some good profits off of meds yesterday. AHT, BBIG, Sense. They're all possibly going to be big plays. You know, BBIG is supposed to be. A lot of people are referring BBIG as the next AMC, and I'm just like, I'm not sure I see it, but let's see. AHT, same thing. A lot of people are saying it's the next AMC, and I don't see that either. But again, I'm watching. This is supposed to. This was supposed to break $4, which it looks like it's about to do. And after breaking $4, it would keep going. Anyone that bag held this, from like God knows when, clearly went up big time. So Sense has been on a very good positive trend. Like anyone that bought it in May, anyone that bought it last week, you got some good pluses. Although it did have some minor fluctuations where it would go downwards a little bit, it just keeps going up like crazy. It just keeps booming. It's really something weird. So I want to pick up some of this at $4. Let's get that in there. It'll do what it'll do. Graybug, same thing. Yesterday was its day, so it's always been, for as long as we could see and as long as we care for, it's been around the under $5 range kind of thing. In the very long run, it had a time when it was much higher, but it's also a pretty new stock, right? So it got listed at 16, went up to possibly 30, then came back down, crashing big time for whatever reason. They work on eye medications, right? So let me see, did they have bad news that they didn't go up? Because this I was going to buy today if it was approaching 7, which it looks like it is. Yeah, their last news was May 12th. So they're really just going up for no clear reason. I'm not 100% sure why they're going up. They just are. NOVN. People are talking about it. It's just coming back down from the 14.99 entry. But that happens sometimes when you get into a stock. AUTL, what is this? 685. Gene. Oh, this was the other stock that did the same thing yesterday. Right after ORPH, a little bit into it, like as ORPH was being halted, this guy almost tripled. It was another, I believe these were both ORPH and GLTO were both like Twitter pumps or something. So it went from 5 to over 15, and then it started coming back down. It was just being halted too much. It was almost perma halted at a point. Like, it was pretty dumb. SEC just needs to take a vacation. Like, they're really just ruining it for everyone. Right. Mara and Riot are both stocks you can always buy right into when Bitcoin falls, because then when Bitcoin starts going up, Mara and Riot go up. So that's the fun over there. Let me see. I was gonna look at gray. Right. That should bring down my average as well as get me more positions in it. Did I not check the box again? I didn't check the box. Such a stupid box. Like, why would I be placing the order if I don't want it to fill right now? I just need to break this average, and it's already hit 15. It'll come back to 15 again. Go above. I'm hoping for the news it has that it at least makes it to 20 sometime before noon, and then I'll just get out of it. Back to gray. MDLY, BBIG, AMST. These are all stuff we're looking at, except for Archon. What is Archon? Recon. I'm not a fan of that price. Not a fan of that price. Today's pump and dump. This is the same image I was showing you guys yesterday. Pump and dump. Pump and dumps are great. They're only scary when the SEC starts intervening, because then you get stuck not being able to get in during the pump, and maybe they fill your order right when the dump part kicks in, and then you're fucked. You don't want that. Alright, so let's move forward. Things we bought. These are places, these are things we have positions in. Alrighty. And we're looking at, this doesn't, I don't see a pump happening. But again, still pre-market. So I was thinking of whether or not I want to pick this up once it stabilizes and pray that they do it all over again. Like, for example, right now I could buy it at $10. Whether or not they're gonna do it all over again sometime today is a hit or miss. It's very much possible that the same group that busted this all the way to 1,000% gain may be like, yo, let's try to break 100 today, right? Because they're pretty close. It had actually gone up to 77, but it didn't register, I guess. It's a bit of a loss play, if anything, but losses happen. So I'm just gonna go ahead and pick up 100 of it. If it booms again, going even 4x, 5x, or 2x, whatever it might be, then they'll double the 1,000 I put into it right now, right? So we'll hold on to it. We'll just hold on to it. We'll see. If nothing happens today, I'll just get rid of it. Let me see if anyone's even saying anything about it right now. Is it gonna happen again today? Yeah, of course it's bearish, because anyone that bought it, these people are being real about it, because anyone that bought it like up here, or their buy order got filled up here, then they're pretty much screwed, because when the SEC freezes it, and I like dodging stocks that the SEC freezes, because once the SEC freezes it, you can't buy or sell, and then your sell will only go through after the unfreeze happens, at which point it's probably gonna dump. So that's the scary part. This thing making its way back up again. Sense is gonna curl back up as well. So overall we're okay. Not sure what Gray is gonna be doing today. Maybe this person bought 5,000 at 9.93. Going for gold. Yeah, you never know, really. The betting here is potential. Yeah. It's like yesterday's thing obviously undoubtedly brought this to everyone's attention. Literally anyone that day trades and everyone that was involved in buying stocks heard about it. Mm-hmm. see what happens today. Well, I feel like if it's gonna hit 15 again, it's probably gonna bust quite past 15. But I do wanna. I'll watch first. I'll get rid of it at something over 15. Is there also some news on Ocugen again? Let's see. This does not look like today's pump. What is Ocugen doing today? What is this? Oh, it's at a really big low today. What the? But this is where we had looked at it last month, and it practically tripled from there. Eyes on Ocugen again. It's possible. I'll keep an eye on it. Another thing that I saw yesterday as I was about to go to sleep was we were watching this. A lot of people were able to scalp this yesterday. Not sure if it's making any big plays today too. Yeah, it's very volatile. And that's basically it. Other than this, let me see what's happening with AMC. A lot of people are still talking about that too, but there's all kinds of weird news coming out for AMC, and I'm out of it. Like, I don't see this making a boom again anytime soon. Anyone holding AMC, pretty much just holding. And if you're holding it at a very high price, it's kind of unfortunate. Even today, I mean, now that it's under 45 all the time, yeah, it's gonna lose all of that support. A lot of people are gonna continue to just come out of it because now it looks like I'm not even sure what's really maintaining its value up there. Remember, there was news that AMC, and remember the big pump that happened with Clove, CLOV, that the Clove pump that people got into was actually a recovery pump for the people that were shorting AMC. So they apparently got their power back in a sense. So they can easily just make this come back down. And at this point, since I'm not holding it, I'm more than happy if it is going down, right? Because then that just means a round 2 can happen again at some point. And I'll definitely be ready to join when that round 2 happens. Yo, just go up to like 50 again. That'd be wonderful. Obviously, it won't happen by itself. Someone has to make it happen. And that group tends to make plays during lunch, apparently. So, like 12, 12:30. And I just want to see what happens as soon as opening bell takes place. And then we are good. Bitcoin's back up to 37. And you know, when things like Bitcoin come back up, that's the time to ride Mara and Riot. Because like as Bitcoin has been coming up, so has this guy. You know, big time. And anytime Bitcoin dumps, that's the point you want to buy it. I'm waiting for Bitcoin to come down to 30. I want to pick it up at 30K. And I also want to pick up Mara when Bitcoin is at 30K. And then ride them together. You know, because when Bitcoin starts flying towards 70, this guy will also start flying towards 70. Except Bitcoin will be going to 70K. This will be going to $70. And Both would be huge fun jumps for everyone, so that'd be wonderful. That would be wonderful. Man, I might just get out of, oh my god, this is nice. Okay, it's like a slow jump up, but I have a pretty simple position in here, nothing insane. It's just 1% of my portfolio, so if this shatters, it shatters, but the chances of this happening after it's already happened 2 ORPH once are pretty key, so I'll play along. I will definitely play along. Let me just check something with the forward pharma. Yeah, forward pharma. The other guy that got pumped yesterday, I don't see anything special happening. It's back to where it was still, right? Yeah. Okay. That's fine. We're good. I'm just gonna hold my tiny position in ORPH and just enjoy that. Banking on the next boom. IHT is always doing its thing, blowing up after it falls. Like literally, it is just a roller coaster. And I wonder if today is going to be one of those days that the roller coaster goes up. This guy works with everyone, right? RHE, SSY, AMS, IHT, they all go up together. But AMS and SSY, I believe, were the cheaper versions of them. Yeah. Except these guys, not only the cheaper version, they're also the weaker impact versions. They don't really boom as much as, percent-wise, as much as IHT does. I just want to catch a nice big boom today. I would be more than happy if Regulus goes to like 130 again. I'll hop off, buy back in at 1 again. Since it's such a nice penny stock, I want to have my position in there at happily at like $1, less than $1. Yesterday it was at 140. Look at that. So if it does that again, this would be a humongous gain play, because every single cent it goes up, that's 10,000 cents. That's a lot of cents. That is a lot of cents. So hopefully this well, I mean, I don't need to worry about it too much. It will make a big jump up. The question is when. Yes, AMC is done. Thank you for your service, AMC. I'll come back to you when you're under 30 again. And there's news of a pump. Ocugen seems like it is making its way up to day 2. It's supposed to be jumping up. I'll take a position here as well. Under $7, we're gonna pick up, let's just say 100 of this as well, and just enjoy the watch. Oh, wait, I forgot to check the box. I hate that box. I can't wait to get off the Robinhood. Alright, we are in on Ocugen as well. So a couple things to be watching while I'm going to be working out in the back over here with my nice dumbbells and stuff and just kicking into the weekend. So hopefully we have some good news to go into the weekend with. Looking forward to my typical weekends of just a lot of studying and medicine. So I want today to give me at least something nice. Anything nice. 2 more minutes to opening. Do I want to grab? I'll probably grab my gray position over here as well. Under 7, pick up 100 of this, kick back, and enjoy the show. And that should be it. So we're in on gray also. Move this over here. Keep ORPH the last. These are some extras we're watching, just to keep an eye on for moves. That should be it. Yep. Alright, so 1 more minute and then let's see what happens. anything can happen here, so I gotta be careful with this one. This one, either it's gonna at opening dip like crazy or fly like crazy, so that's a bit scary. One more minute. Oh yeah, what was happening with, is this pumping or not? Yeah, it looks like something's happening to it, that's for sure. But it's too expensive of a price. I don't want to get in on this. Chances of this going to 32, I mean, there's no prediction these days. Oh, whoa, what was that? Alright, so here we go, opening. It is 9:30. For 1 second, as soon as it opened, it came down to like 12:30, and now it's going up. Okay. Yeah, and it's pretty much about to try to fly. Let's see, Graybug, Oxygen, ORPH 11. Interesting. Recon on its way. I'm not sure how high this is gonna go, and I don't really imagine there's anything about this. Oh, it's on a pretty nice positive trend for a while, it seems. Okay. What did it do? Blockchain. Do I want to play around with this? I mean, I guess I could. Fill me at like 1655. Okay. Let's see what happens with it. We'll keep it. We'll join the party here too. Now I'm gonna need to expand a little to be able to watch everything at the same time. But yeah, you know, we watch and we see and we learn and we enjoy, and that is the show for today. So thanks a lot for joining. Let's see. As usual, I'll continue updating the title throughout the day with whatever is making gains. I'll keep announcing everything I'm doing. I have to update it right now on my Discord, everything I have a position in. And then as I keep buying and selling, let's hope for some nice fun things around lunch today too. And then it's Friday, so make sure you're able to take your profits and pull out of anything that you have heavily invested into as soon as you can, because the day will end quick too. All right. So yeah, see you guys again over on Monday.